What's up, guys? Trippy Mail Mail is back, and today I'm ready to tell you some fabulous, out of this world, extraordinary. I could go on and just keep using great word after great word. You know what? We got two different things we're going to talk about here, but before I get started, as always, please consider subscribing to my channel. All you gotta do is hit that little red button right there. Make sure you ring the bell. That way you get notified every time I go live and every time I drop a video. Also, if you'll hit the arrow at the bottom below, you can share this with all your friends, families, neighbors, whoever, sister, brother, mom, dad, even the people you don't like. Send them my way. Maybe we'll try to get to liking them since, maybe you don't like them. Either or, all jokes aside, let's jump into it, guys. I'm telling you what, drop those likes because things are about to get good. All right, so some of you all may know, and you know what? Some of you all may not know. I just recently, tonight, done an interview, was a little bit later on. It's been about maybe an hour ago. I done an interview with GameStop's manager, and of course, district manager as well. And I got some fabulous news I want to share with you all. The second thing that I'm going to be talking about is something that it doesn't, relate to exactly all the good news I'm going to tell you. I just kind of want to touch base on something. So that's where we're going to start first. We're going to save the best for last. You ever heard that old saying? Let's go talk about the other. All right, so as you see right here that is over to my side is, of course, the PlayStation 5 starter system bundle deal they got going on. But did you hear what I said? They got going on. All right, it's not started yet, but if you pull up your GameStop app, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and this is the only reason I even brought it up tonight during the interview, was so many people have said, Trippy, this is on the app, but I'm not able to pre-order. I brought it up and I mentioned it. Guys, why do y'all have this available on the app if, you're not eligible to pre-order it yet? And I kind of got the smile, the look in the face, and I was told, keep an eye on the app. This right here is what is about to pop off with GameStop. And before you go dropping comments below asking, Trippy, when's this going to happen? When is it? I don't have any dates. I don't have any times. The only thing they've said was this is up there because it is going to happen. But right now, they don't have enough available to just open up the app and just start selling them to everybody. They're in the process of getting all of that in, and then they're going to start selling those. So keep an eye on them. As you know, today, Gamefly popped off, you know what I'm saying? They started doing the Spider-Man bundle deals. So there you go. Hey, congratulations to you guys that were able to get one. I had so many people reach out and say thank you to me, for all the help that, I put in. And guys, you all are absolutely more than welcome. You know what? This means the world to me to be able to help you guys. It does. But I'm not the only one. Pop Games, Jake Randall, lots of YouTubers are out there helping with this information. Big shout out to Pop Games for actually going out of his way and helping with Gamefly today. So, hey, big shout out to him. Hey, congratulations, Pop Games. You rocked it with Gamefly. All right. So with that, just keep an eye on the app, okay? And I did reach out and ask GameStop, why are, so many people getting emails stating their orders have been canceled and all of that? So he said to me, he really wasn't sure why this was happening. He does see it being an error on some people's part, but he also sees it being an issue with they don't have enough available to actually fill your order, so they're canceling a lot of them. And he hates that this is happening, but that's kind of what's happening in the system. But he said it doesn't mean necessarily that this has happened to you just because you got one. Yours could have been one of the ones that was an errored message. So he advised me to let you all know to reach out either to your local GameStop or reach out, call them, get the 1-800 number, call higher up and see what, you can find out with all of that. All right, so I had questions about the Xbox Series X as well. We all went through that stage of buying all that. So we asked, can you tell me a little bit about what's going to be happening? You know, why are they doing this for a low price whenever, you know what I'm saying, it's really like $800 and something if I was to walk in and purchase it like that with you all. And he stated that right now, they're not charging you up front. It is, you know, like $500 and something. He thinks possibly that they're going to turn around and start, you know what I'm saying, trying to add on later, like toward the end. But he's not 100% sure. He said all of that's kind of a mix-up, and he himself has no idea what they're even trying to do with that. Like, that's something that's kind of out of their hands. They decided to do it online. And as far as the district manager, he really didn't know what to say about it. He's like, he gave me the eyes of like rolling his eyes like, wow, you know what I'm saying? They do crazy things, you know, back at the main office of wherever GameStop does all this at. So we do got some great information though, as far as in what's happening with accessories, okay? Some of it's good, some of it's bad. So let's start with this. They do have something that's going to be called QPay, okay? QPay is something that you're going to be able to connect your debit card to, and it's going to automatically set you up on 4 payments. There's no credit check required, and this is for Xbox, PlayStation, anything inside of GameStop. Because if your GameStop already doesn't have it, they're going to be opening up a PC section inside of GameStop as well. So this also includes that. So what it is you'll connect your bank card to it, and next thing you know, if you want to buy this item, you don't have all the money up front, you know what I'm saying, you'll pay it in 4 easy payments. Like I said, no credit check. It's just they're going to get their money whenever they want to get their money. So they break it down into 4 payments and say, hey, we'll take it on this day, that day, that day. There's 4 payments, and you know what? There it is. On my next video that I make, I'll come back with more information on that, and I will put the list up on the screen for you all of the list that I was given, okay? I just didn't have time to do that because I was so excited to get this news out there for you all, so I will make another video regarding that. Okay, moving over to... Also, the next thing he said that is also going to be available is they got a third party that's tying in with them. And the third party company is also going to be doing similar to what I just said with QPay, except if you're not able to buy it, of course, you know what I'm saying, you can pretty much call up on the third party company, you know, to purchase it for you. And, you know, you can use that card or whatever to purchase whatever in store, pay them back kind of, you know, as you go. But the deal with that is they will be doing a credit check as far as with the third party company. And they said you can expect all of this very, very soon. And he went out of the way to say that with these third party companies, you can, you know, go to see that there's going to be accessories coming in from other third-party companies. So if you're needing a headset or you're needing, you know, a charger, it will be similar to, you know, kind of what you want, but it'll be a third-party owner instead of like Sony being the one who actually, you know, made the product. Also, he said if you're one of the ones who has been looking for a GameStop credit card, or you do have one and yours has been messed up and you've not been able to use it in store, online, etc., they're in the process of going back to that credit card, working things out, making it 10 times better. So they're moving back to the credit card situation and making a big improvement. So you can expect your credit card to have, you know what I'm saying, big improvements coming throughout, you know, within time before 2021 is what I'm being told for all of this. To be expecting it, be watching out for it. But I said, can you tell me why there's no 3D headsets going to be available? Why there's like limited cameras, limited media remotes, all of this? And he said to me is they base it up on your store's volume, as far as in, you know, they don't really know like who all's going to purchase it. But if the store notices a lot of people comes in and starts wanting cameras, or they come in and start wanting media remotes, 3D headsets, and they start making those purchases, you know, then of course that store will start to get more in. But as of right now, starting out, they just didn't think that they would get a big sale on them and a big kickoff. So that's why you won't see them available in some stores. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But like he said, it depends on the store's volume. Moving over to the good news, let's get started. All right, guys, this is the part that it gets real. And dude, when I tell you what, it made my heart feel some type of way, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos from the moment I wake up to, pretty much bedtime when I'm able to watch videos, when I'm not doing my own or when I'm not working or whatever the case may be. And I don't think I've heard this on one YouTube video out there. And I'm not saying I'm the only person in the world, that knows it. I'm just saying that I've not heard it as far as crossing paths. So I went out of the way and I said, so is the rumor true? He says, what's the rumor? And I said, a lot of people are not going to be getting their consoles that pre-order with Wave 1 and Wave 2 on launch day. Is this true? And he said, it's kind of hard to say. And I was like, well, what does that mean? Like, you either know if we're going to get it or we're not. And I said, it's been told we'll get it launch day. And I said, I had an interview with another manager. He stated that, we were going to get them. And keep in mind, the manager I'd done the interview with last time, he's the manager that actually trained the manager that I was speaking with tonight. Now, the district manager that was there, I don't know who trained him or whatever, but very intelligent guy. All right, so they went out of the way to say this to me. They said, well, when orders come in, what happens is we go over here to this corner and we set all of the pre-orders over here. And then we go over here and whatever's left over, we set them over here in a stack. And that's what, we know is left over and we're eligible to sell for launch day. And I said, okay, that makes perfect sense. So then I went on with the trick question. How do you know exactly, which box belongs to which person? Do they come in like with our names already on them? As in like, hey, this one belongs to Trippy Mail because Trippy ordered on Wave 2. Or, I'm just throwing examples out there, okay? He comes back with the answer of, he said, no, to be honest with you, I don't know who ordered on what wave. And I said, okay, then next thing you know, the wheels start turning in my brain and I go to digging a little deeper for you all. And I said, so you mean to tell me you really don't know who ordered on what day for real? And he said, well, we do if we was to go digging, all the way back through the database of the computer, checking dates and digging further than any GameStop really wants to. And I'm like, okay, that makes perfect sense. I said, I get it. Nobody wants to dig through all of that whenever y'all have got launch day and all of this, pre-orders popping off. And, before then I said, is there going to be a wave 3? He said, oh, no. There's definitely not going to be a wave 3. He said, you might see the starter bundles go up on the app, but we're not going to have a wave 3. He said, we're too close to launch. And I said, okay, so let me ask you this. Since I pre-ordered on Wave 2, I said, if I show up on launch day and I'm the very first person here and I walk through that door, does that mean I get a pre-order? He said, only thing we do is we go to the computer, we open up the computer and we're like, oh yeah, Joe's got a pre-order, Bob's got a pre-order, Sam's got a pre-order, Amy's got a pre-order. He said, and if Sam, Bob, Amy, Bill, all of them are here, I just start passing them out. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, when we get down to where we don't have any pre-orders, then, whether this person ordered first wave or this person ordered on the second wave, it doesn't matter. If we run out, then, we just tell them, hey, we're expected to get more in. Y'all check back on so-and-so day. He's like, it's kind of like a first come, first serve thing. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'll be the first one here. And he's like, yeah, if you're here, then I'm going to give it to you. He said, that's just how we roll. He said, we don't go digging back through all of that. He said, because that would just take up, a lot of time. And that's just something that we've never done. And I was like, okay. And I said, so how does it work as far as, launch day whenever we get here? And he said, right now, they don't know if they're going to be opening, earlier than what they're supposed to. Right now in my area, they're scheduled for 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. But he said that could possibly change because Xbox, when they done pre-orders, they opened at 10 a.m. Central Standard. And then, he said last time, they launched like Avengers, Tony Hawk, they opened at 10 a.m. So he said anything's possible to change with times on, them opening earlier, but just check back with him. And then he went on to say that the way they do it usually is they bring you a number that's on a card, and then they bring you in by number. They usually have two people checking out. Somebody will do number 1, number 2. They go in order, whatever number you are, you come through. Whatever's left over, then they allow you all to do, launch day. And they're thinking about lining everybody up at the door and whatever order you're in. So, for example, if they had 20, then the first 20 people after that is what would go in. So, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much was just very blunt with everything. But let's catch this, all right? I said, all right, y'all, you've always shot everything real with me. And I said, most people that watch YouTube, they're like, yeah, you hear this all the time. Or, yeah, this person's lying. Or this. And he's like, yeah, I know. I watch that crap all the time. And I said, but you know what, guys? I'm going to be legit with y'all. He's the only person that's ever been 100 with me, okay? And I don't want to say any names. He is at a Tennessee, West Tennessee, GameStop. So I will say that much. But let me tell you the best part that I really loved about what I heard from him, okay? He said all GameStops already know how many they ordered. Now keep in mind, they had their pre-orders and all of that. So they have to subtract their pre-orders and, all of that from the number they ordered. So let's say if they ordered 50 and then they had like 25, pre-orders. So that leaves them with 25 to sell, okay? So anyways, that was an example. But he said that they already know, how many they ordered. So that kind of made the wheels started turning again. Anyways, we kept talking and he looked me dead in my face and he said, I'll know Saturday how many we're going to have left over. And, how many we're going to have of what and what we're going to do. And, pretty much just the whole line. And I said, oh, you mean like the Saturday before launch day? And he said, no, like this Saturday. And I'm like, today's Wednesday, guys. It's hump day. Like, really? Guys, that means we're just a few days away from knowing. So I said to him, may I come back up here and talk with you and get some more answers? That way, of course, I can make a video for my followers. And he said, absolutely. So, guys, I'm going back Saturday night. Do you hear me? I'm going back Saturday. We're going to get the number on what they're going to have, how things are going to work out. But I just want you all to know, if you're stressing over wave 1 or wave 2, it came straight out of his mouth that no matter what, if you got a pre-order, they just start grabbing pre-orders, looking in the computer, and passing it out. So, of course, if you call your GameStop and say, hey, guys, I was just calling to see, like, if we ordered on the first wave, do y'all go back to look and see if, like, we ordered the first wave? Well, duh. They're going to tell you guys that because why? It's their job to tell you that. Not everybody's just going to tell you, hey, man, come on up here. We'll just go ahead and give it to you. Like I said, he knew I was doing a YouTube video. He knew that, I was questioning. He knew I was fishing for information. I'm always honest with him. He knows that I'm trying to put all this in my head. He even let me take a screenshot or a picture of the paper of the, queue that's going to be starting, queue payment. Everything. So he knows that I'm bringing this information to you all. It's not a secret. I'm just not willing to say the name because I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name. I've never discussed that, but I've always promised I would never put him on camera. But he did talk. So if you'll go back and watch my very first interview with GameStop, he is the person that I spoke to the very first time. Like I said, no names mentioned, but it is the very first person. So there you have it. Stop stressing over the first wave, second wave. I get so many questions about that. We dug into it. We got the information, and I hope you guys are super excited like I am. I'm going to be the first one in line. I don't know about you all, but I'm camping out, and I'm going to get there, and I'm going to be the first one in line because I'm leaving with my pre-order on the very first day. Watch and see. I might be a second wave, but I'm going home on the first wave after being told that because why? He said I could. So I'll let you all know what happens, and I'll see you on launch day playing with my PS5 to see if it really works out or not. All right? Anyways, guys, I hope that has absolutely helped each and every one of you all. Don't forget to follow me on all of my socials. You can find all of my social links at the top of my banner picture that says thanks for supporting. They'll be in the bottom right-hand corner. Just click them. If you would ever like to donate to the Trippy Gang, you can also click the donations link, or you can click on the About section, find all of my links, including the donation tab there. keep in mind, anytime we're live, we do have the super chat and the super chat stickers all available now. So you know what? Any and everything always helps the Trippy Gang. It means a lot. Hope you guys are able to keep catching some ads for me, because that helps us as well. But like I said, nothing's a must on this channel and nothing is required. We just greatly appreciate everything you do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you're not and you're one of the 70% who is watching my videos but you haven't hit that subscribe yet, please let tonight be the night that you consider subscribing to my channel. I go out of my way, up, over, down, and beyond to get the answers for you guys. I promise. I really do. You may not believe that. Also, I did check in with Walmart, and the only information I was given from Walmart tonight was that Walmart is going to be doing orders as far as in selling them straight out from launch day all the way through the holidays. She did not tell me how many she would have, but she did say, oh yeah, we're going to sell them in store all the way throughout the holidays. So, you know what? Take that with a grain of salt, because I don't really know how that works out. They did not have any accessories or anything in stock, but they did tear half of the shelves apart because they're starting to add all the PS5 in. You can tell it's coming, guys. Also, I did check back with another Best Buy, and whenever I reached out to him, what I said to him was, so since y'all are doing pre-orders again on Friday, what time should I start watching? I put him in a trick bag. I never knew anything about pre-orders on Friday. Anyway, he states back, yeah, so pre-orders are going to be on Friday, but we don't know what time they're going to start yet. Now, this was inside of a local U.S. store out of Tennessee, which is out in West Tennessee. So, like I said, guys, hey, don't know if that's actually true. Take that with a grain of salt too, but I would keep an eye on that website, because as you know, Best Buy just dropped those Xbox Series X and S also this morning, and GameFly did also. So check back with GameFly. Stay on your P's and Q's watching everybody, guys, okay? I don't want you to miss out on nothing. I'm Trippy Mel Mel. Be sure to drop a like, hit that arrow, and share all this wonderful information with everybody out there who you think deserves to hear it. Guys, ring that bell, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. Be kind. Be safe. And I'm out of here. Peace.